Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. We'll have more royalty-free music from Juke Deck. I'm about to present the program that I was working on yesterday. I've made some additional progress on the program, and I hope you guys like what you see. Also, after viewing the live stream, I now know whenever I talk, the music stops within the live stream, which is really nice. That means I never have to worry about the music being too loud or overpowering me, but you guys can still have music in the background for those quieter moments throughout the podcast. Or I suppose live stream is the better term. So the program, I've done a lot of editing off screen, where now it not only can be computer facing itself, like two AIs playing the game, but the player can also face the computer, and PvP is within the game now, to where two players can play the game and face against each other. So let's see some computer versus player gameplay today. So I'm going to type in my gamer tag, and I do know that the screen, at least for me, looked clear within the recording, which was good. That was one thing that I was worried about last time. So I have 15 points to allocate, which is actually pretty horrible. 15 points implies that I rolled a 3 on every die, because the way that it sets up your point pool is by rolling 5d6 and then adding it together. So I have the option to set my own stats, to use balance stats, in which it automatically balances it, in which each and every stat for your character is the same. I can go hard in one stat but still stay balanced, in which the balance stat that it would have applied to every single stat, it just applies to one and then rebalances for all the other stats. So I'm going to set my own stats. So how many attacks would I like to do per turn? Again, this is an odd area to work in. I'm going to start placing 3 for most things, since I know that I can put 3 for everything. I'm going to put 6 for the amount of damage that I have, though, because I'm going to put 0 in the vampiric charge. Then, how much health would I like to heal per turn? I'm going to put in 3. And then 3 for magic power. And the game has begun. Like before, the game plays itself through as my character that I've just built up with stats faces off against the computer's character. A new addition that has been added to the game has been the addition of turn 10 power boost. At turn 10, you get a new set of rolls, of which then you can allocate those points to the stats you already have in order to increase those stats. Ever since the introduction of the 10th turn boost, the game goes much faster. It's gone from the average game taking up to 40 turns to taking about 20 or so. So enough time for almost 2 boosts, if not 2 boosts. Also with the 10th turn boost, not only do you get to edit your stats, but everyone's health is then multiplied by 4, so that the scaling doesn't make it unfair. So I now have way more points to work with, and I can boost myself to be better than I was before. It looks like I'm currently losing against Superman, as the computer has been named, based on how the computer picks a random name out of a list. So now I'm going to increase the number of attacks per turn I do by 6, which means I'll be striking 8 times. I will also increase the base damage dealt per turn by 6. Keep in mind the max you can ever put in for points will be 6. No vampiric drain. I don't want to add any vampiric drain to the mix. I'll add my last 6 to the amount of health I heal per turn. I'll leave my magic at 3. We're currently not sure if having a high magic is really good or if having a low magic is really good. It seems like the way that the computer is doing the random odds for the magic activating, there is a slight bit to it that isn't random. If your magic would be enough to completely wipe someone's stat, it won't go off. So if your magic is low enough, it's more likely for your magic to be used. And if it's more likely for your magic to be used, you'll get more benefit out of your magic. So I'm going to keep my magic low for now. And now the battle continues, starting with turn 10. Keep in mind, Superman has also had a power boost, but he's not dealing nearly as much damage as me. Superman just struck me for 60 damage, and I'm hitting him for 104 damage every time. He just used Magick, which decreased my attacks per turn. Ooh. Let's see how low my attacks per turn actually are now. Oh, wow, we've hit another 10th turn boost. And my roll was really good. So my attacks per turn got lowered to 3, which really lowered the amount of damage that I could hit Superman with. Superman still has a lead on me in health, but I don't think he'll really have that for long. I have more than enough to throw 6 into attacks per turn. Then I'm going to throw 6 into my base damage dealt per turn. 0 on Vampiric Drain. I currently heal 9 points per turn. Let's raise that. I have 9 points remaining, so I might as well throw 6 points into the mix for that. And I have 3 points available. I really shouldn't waste these points because I won't get them back. But at the same time, if my Magick is too high, I won't really be able to use it effectively against Superman. Let's look at Superman stats and see if my Magick would be too high if it was at 6 per se. Well, it looks like his attacks per turn are at 4. His base damage is at 11. It seems like most of his things will be affected by my Magick. He has nothing that is below or equal to 3. So I think it actually is safer for me to keep my Magick at 3, which means I should have probably allocated my points somewhere else if possible. Though I did max out everything that I wanted to touch because I didn't want Vampiric Charge. So I say this was a successful allocation of points. Sending it into the ring, and let's see how things go. It could be argued that I could have increased my Magick due to the fact that I know that Superman's stats would have also increased during the time, which they certainly did. So it could be argued that I should have put more into the Magick when I had the chance. It looks like we're going to make it to turn 30. Superman swinging for 60. I was only swinging for 6, it looks like. Wow, yeah. Oh, my attacks per turn dropped dramatically. Superman got me with some Magick. I should increase my Magick this time. Lesson learned. Increasing my base damage by 6. No change to the Vampiric Charge. I'm currently healing 15 per turn. I'm going to keep that the way it is. And then I don't want to give myself too much Magick. It looks like I currently have 6 Magick right now. Let's look at Superman's stats again, but then keep in mind the fact that his stats will be growing. So, attacks per turn. Wow, Superman still has low stats, but that is in part because of the fact that my Magick has been so low enough to keep affecting him. So wow, he's getting a lot of life gain, and I'd really like to be able to counteract that with my Magick. I will go all in with my Magick points to not waste any points left over. And let's hope for the best. Okay, so this has gone longer than your average game with the 10 turn boost. So Superman's been giving me a good run for my money. Wow, he's swinging for 161. I'm swinging for 119. Looks like I used some Magick in order to decrease his base damage, and it looks like I keep decreasing his base damage, actually. I'm now swinging for 112, and he's only swinging for 84, which means I may be able to turn the tides a little bit. Superman still has more health than I do. I really think I would benefit from increasing my health gain to try and climb that boundary that's been made. I'll add 6 to my attacks per turn so I can be dealing optimum damage. I'll also add 6 to my base damage that I deal. 0 to Vampiric Drain. I did say that I wanted to try my best on health, so I'll put 6 into health, which will give me 2 left over for magic. Turn 40. Game's going strong. It's going like an old game. Let's see. I'm swinging for 104. He's swinging for 189. Wow, Superman is going all in. I really need to be able to use magic against him, but my magic may be too high now. Trigger. It still has a relatively random trigger put onto it. Wow, we have made it to turn 50. Superman's health is still higher, most definitely. I need to step up my game. Okay, so I have 17 points to work with, 6 in attacks per turn, 6 to base damage, 0 to vampiric drain. I only have 5 points left available to me. I'm currently healing 47 per turn. I'll put 3 into the heal, and then put 2 into my magic, and see what I can do with that. Turn 50 has begun. Superman is swinging for 364. I'm only swinging for about 28. Seems like Superman's magic really did a number on me. So I'm trying my best to combat his magic with my heal. I was able to decrease his vampiric charge, which means he must have had a huge vampiric charge. Yeah, Superman still got me. Yeah, I'm gonna do a risk it all kind of move. I'm going to add 6 to base damage and attacks per turn and a vampiric charge. And then I'm going to put the rest in healing and use no magic. He's swinging for 342. I'm swinging for 208. Wow, I just swung for 598. Yeah. Right now, my swing is insane. And I have a steady healing track going on. Another 10th turn bonus. I just need to keep the damage on him. 6 per turn, 6 per turn, 6 again. 2 in healing. I have 30 magic. Magic doesn't need any more boost anyways. Superman's swinging for 216. I'm swinging for thousands of damage. I think I played a good long game. By making it where I heal so much, my vampiric drain is practically use that against Superman. Right now, it looks like the program may be locking up. Sometimes that's due to internet. Sometimes it's just waiting for the computer to catch up. I mean, I'm swinging. I'm going in really hard. But our life totals are so high now. I may need to add in a condition where if it hits turn 100, it's whoever has the highest health wins. I have seen a 400 turn game before, but that was before the 10th turn boost was a rule. Current amount of base damage per turn, 6. Only have 1 point left. Yeah, I can afford to put it in vampiric charge. I'm healing 117 after all, and I have 30 magic still. I mean, I'm going to have to swing harder and harder and harder in order to really get him. Really, my attacks per turn need to be the thing that goes up, and I am always boosting it. But gosh, do I need to boost it? Because our health is just so high now. Wow, my magic power doubled. We hit another 10-turn boost. I'm doing 35 attacks per turn. Boost that base damage. Boost that vampiric charge. Boost that healing. Oh, I didn't have 6 to boost. Boost the healing. There we go. I may introduce a point system where if turn hits turn 100, to have it calculate so many points, and based on the points, that's who wins. And I think the points will have to do with who has the highest stat. Yeah, so I'm going to introduce that now. Not just who has the highest health stat, but who has the highest stats overall, as well as the highest health. So I'm going to scroll through and edit that in the program real quick. So I can add that here. If turn equals 100, a total for player 1. One, two, three, four, plus green A. I'll probably be on for another 20 minutes or so and then head off. This game demonstration ran longer than I thought, and I haven't really shown you guys the capabilities of PvP, or really just a finished match with the game yet. Add health A, add health B. Okay, now that these exist, I can do something like if A total equals B total. It's a tie. And I'll add in a print statement that declares turn limit reached. and then final score tally. That was a good song. Brought to you again by Magick. My first day of class was really good today. I may be able to tell you guys more about what's going on with school tomorrow, because like I said, I'll be going to bed in a few minutes. That server error did freak me out for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to save the game real quick. Just waiting for it to load in. Yep, game has been saved. I would like to add a quick statement that says how much the player won by. And then of course I can copy and paste that into here. And it should be good. I'm going to save it again. And because I don't have a lot of time for me to play again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the computer face itself. And we'll get to see a match run through. And if the match hits turn 100, we'll be able to see this new turn 100 system put into place. So 1 for computer versus computer. And of course the computer picks names for each characters and it gets itself started and rolling. Today I posted up a new collection for Honey Shark, the online merchandise store that I do, called Explosive Styles. It's all based around atomic energy, and it's essentially just shirts and hoodies with a colorful atom symbol on it, normally on a dark hoodie or dark shirt. This pays an homage to like the classic atomic age superheroes kind of idea. But they're not fancy at all. They're really just like a shirt with a single logo. They're not like super in-depth designs. Fight skills still going strong. We may just see the 100 turn thing after all, if they don't kill each other first. I got to show a few of my friends the game. They got a chance to play it. Isaac said it was fun. I enjoyed my time playing it with Will. We got to troubleshoot it and test the game. I showed it to my friend Ben in my programming class. So far, the response for the game has been pretty good. I even saw that the live stream last night got a few views, which is good. I haven't checked for comments yet, but I would like to hear you guys' feedback on the live stream, what you guys think about it. So feel free to comment and post in the chat, ask me questions, things like that. That rhymed unintentionally. It sounds like the music is stopped, but that's misleading. That's happened before. Yeah, there we go. Let's hit the aggressive drum and bass section of my music. Maybe that's exactly what we need for this action-packed battle between the computer and itself. Oh, looks like the program is frozen. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. It just kicked back up. This is my time of night where I'm kind of lying, trying to chill out, I guess is what I'm saying. So I'm going to move it to where it just is showing atmospheric songs. And I'm going to pick one that well, not necessarily all of them have been played tonight. I'm jumping back onto the program so we can look at how that battle's progressed and if it did reach an end. Sorry for cutting away to mess with music. A lot of the music reminds me of the Chow Garden music from Sonic Adventure 2. It looks like Replit has crashed. Bum, bum, bum. Which is too bad. I really did want to show you guys at least one finished game tonight. But I think Replit crashing is probably my turn to hit the hay for the night. I want to work on a new game that has a similar format to this, and I want to give it the same options of computer versus computer, player versus computer, and player versus player. But I want it to be based around superpowers and building superpower stats, but also having a random list of weaknesses, things that make your hero weaker, as well as strengths and equipment that can help make your hero stronger. And having the game have an environment that matters, where depending on what environment you're in, depends on what you're exposed to when it comes to these strength items and these weakness items, and see how that impacts the gameplay and impacts the strategy aspect of choice and what you choose to add on. I may even just edit this game without changing up the mechanics or anything, because for the hero one, I do want to have a similar gameplay style where you're selecting what points go into what areas, but I want the mechanics to be somewhat different as well. I may just add mechanics to this game in the same way that the 10th turn boost wasn't originally a thing. I may want to make it where the environments and the weaknesses thing becomes a part of it. But anyways, that's all the time that I have for now, you guys. Thank you for watching. This is Jet Black, logging out.